Wartime Saints. Today's quick podcast is going to be on excuse making. I recently injured my hamstring. I was playing soccer, and I think I'm invincible. I think I'm still this young buck that could just play without warming up, stretching, none of that. Just hopped in the game. It was a high intensity game and just felt a little pop. And yeah, it kind of put me out. But I started thinking about that, how, since that injury, I've still done, upper body workouts. I've still done light jogging, rowing, whatever I could do, even with the hamstring injury. And I started thinking about, just kind of how the flesh wants to make excuses when there is a justifiable reason to kind of, relax a little bit. There were times with my hamstring injury where I thought, well, maybe I just won't work out today because my hamstrings, injured, or maybe I'll just, scale back, or maybe I'll just have a little snack because, oh, well, I can't work out anyways, which is actually, backwards thinking. If you really think about it, I'm not putting in the work. So why would why would I allow myself any leeway when I should be tightening up in the area of diet? But all that to say is I found my flesh kind of clinging on to a true thing, which was my hamstring being injured. It was clinging onto that and wanting to then take that circle and make it a little bit bigger to then justify other reasons why I would maybe not want to continue in discipline or obedience in those other areas. Now, maybe you think, okay, well, I don't have a hamstring injury, so how is this important? It's important because, in this world that we live in, I have found it to be the case that when there is what I would call a convenient truth, that convenient truth ends up being the basis by which we make excuses for ourselves, and it bleeds into other areas of our life because of the convenient truth. For instance, oh, I'm just really tired today. Convenient truth. You could have had a horrible night's sleep. You could have had a long day at work. You could have whatever. Convenient truth. And then therefore I'm grumpy. Therefore I'm short. Therefore I'm low energy. Therefore I'm whatever. Right? And as I think about that, I was, in my opinion, struck by the idea on why I see so much low energy, especially low energy males in this world. And it's because I think that there is a catering to the self with convenient truths to make excuses and be low energy, be low output, be low production, be low in zeal, right? Because of these convenient truths. And then I started, just kind of, I honestly love, this is like probably a guilty pleasure of mine. I love studying people. I love, kind of like the human psychology. And I love, being able to see like cause and effect, especially when it's like in different isolated situations. There's different people that are not even talking to each other, or not even mixing around each other in the workplace, church, friends, family, whatever. And you kind of see like, okay, the human psychology, it tends to kind of be the same in a lot of people, and what is ultimately at the root of all these things. And so, as I'm, just living my life, I guess, like observing myself, observing, other men or other, Christians, non-Christians, whatever, just everyday life, I'm beginning to see that actually become a common thread in the lives of many people. It's convenient truths that are fueling excuse making. And therefore, who can argue against a convenient truth? Who can tell somebody else when there is a convenient truth in place, you're lying? They're not lying. That's why it's a convenient truth. They're not making something up. That's why it's convenient truth. They're not, heightening the situation, embellishing the truth. It actually did happen. I actually did pull my hamstring. That is a real thing that happened. And it could impact other areas of my life. Like, hey, if I bench, maybe it'll hurt to get up and get down. If I, pick the bar off the ground to do strict press, it might pull a little bit. It might hurt. Convenient truths. Hey, I really am tired. Therefore, I'm going to be lazy tomorrow. I really am tired, right? Oh, I didn't have the best lunch, so therefore I'm not really feeling up to work. Convenient truths, right? And so what I'm trying to say with this too long of a message, I guess, is that we cannot allow convenient truths to be the bedrock by which we lay false foundations down for other areas of our life. We don't want that. In fact, what we should be wanting to do is overcome those convenient truths rather than make them excuses for the reasons on why we have shortcomings, right? We can all think of things that did not go our way today. We can all think of things that did not go our way in our life, be it upbringing, parents, siblings, jobs we didn't get, business decisions that went south, whatever. We can all, if we really wanted to, we could find something that is a convenient truth on why we were derailed from our path, why we did not do what we needed to do, why we're in the position that we're in, right? And then we can use those truths to excuse ourselves, to justify ourselves for making excuses today, and that does nothing but just compound the issue. So don't make excuses. Don't find convenient truths for yourself to enable yourself to be a lazy man, a disobedient man, an unruly man, a man who is truly lethargic in his efforts. I know things are true. I know that life is hard. I know that our bodies hurt. I know that things don't always go our way. Overcome those things rather than making those things convenient truths that end up becoming nothing more than just excuses on why you're not taking dominion.